Hello there, my friends. Welcome back, you legends. So, where we last left off, just outside the scrapyard, we're gonna try and potentially meander our way towards the hospital. There will be meds there, there will be clothes there, there will be all kinds of stuff there that we might need. But I do want to make a stop at this little gas station just here in B0. So, I'm just going to start running. I'm going to go past the brick factory, pardon me, because there are a little couple canteens there, and our guy, as you can see down here, we are hungry. We are absolutely hungry. We're getting thirsty as well. Our health is coming back to normal after running into the fire and getting hit. So we're doing alright, except for really food and drink. So I'm going to go check these little canteens out at the brick factory. We don't need bricks, so I'm not going to stop there for long. We'll just peek in, run out, and we'll go over here, which will also, fingers crossed, we'll have a bag in there with a bit more space. And some food and drinks and stuff as well. And then we'll probably head up this way and towards the hospital. So I'm going to get running. I'll cut out most of the running, to be honest. Because, well, you don't just want to see a dude running in silence. You know what I mean? And I'll probably see you at this junction here, my friends. Again, thank you for being here. I hope all is well. And I'll see you over there. Okie frickin' dokie. You'll see that we're, our stamina there. I just rested in a bush back there, and it's taken a minute to drain because of that coffee we drank. So let's freaking go. But this is the brick factory. Right here on the map, bottom of E0. If you need bricks, best place for it. The best freaking place for it. So I know these canteens, see the roof of that building right there? That's a little canteen. It often has food in and stuff on the tables. So we're going to go have a cheeky little look. But I know for sure that there will be some puppet action in here. So I'm kind of keeping my head on a swivel. Search anything I can on the way there. EMP grenade and some gunpowder. Don't need those right now. Ooh, I'm gonna take this helmet though. Gives us 3 heat, which we're in a bit of a hot spot, but beautiful. That's a lovely little find. Right, we're getting closer. I hear a puppet. I hear 2 puppets. Wait for this guy to burst out the door. Hopefully he comes to this door. Oi mate, you can shoot him. There's no glass in these windows. But I could have sworn I heard another one in there. But we'll see. We will see. So E to peek to the right. U to peek the other way. You want to look around a cheeky corner. Sort of edge around. It's got a kitchen in, so let me quickly ransack this. Apple. I'm just going to eat straight away. We do have this Coke for our thirst, so I might just slam that if we don't find anything better. It's got some calories in it as well, which is great. Search this. Nothing. Search the fridge. No. Oh, a bit of cheese. Look at the calories on that. So it's 61%. At about 60%, it starts to go off, and you'll get some pretty major food repulsion. So I'm going to eat all this. We're not getting any food repulsion, which is great stuff. And I want to keep an eye on my stomach, because if it gets too full, well, it'll rupture, and you don't want a ruptured stomach. But a little block of cheese, not too bad. Not too bad at all. And that's some nice solid food in us. So that's great stuff. Continue to search. Cheeky kitchen knife. Shout out Mike. Mike loves a kitchen knife. Walk down here with tab open, just in case there's anything in the vicinity. Search these. Bolts. Pitchfork. Oh, a little ATM machine there. Lovely. Right, jump in. Have a little look around. Alrighty, no puppets, love that. Oh, water bottle, let's go. So, let me drink all this. I'm going to again have a look at my metabolism because I don't know how much it takes up in my stomach. I don't want to keep the can, so I'm going to either... I can drag it over here, chuck it on the floor, or I can just launch it down there. So I'm gonna launch it, and then we'll take this water for later. Onion, I'm gonna eat it as well. Why not? It doesn't taste funny. It would say this tastes funny at the side there, right here, but it doesn't. So we're getting no repulsion from it. Vegetable oil, we're not going to cook, so I don't need. Quickly ransack this place. Alright. So they're the two little canteens. Couple of kitchen knives. That's our can that we threw. Okie frickin' dokie. Hole in the wall. And let's make our way. It's just down the way here. As you can see, we're right near this gas station. You do want to be careful at this gas station because often you'll find a beeper / boom boy down at these gas stations. And if they run over for a hug, it's basically game over. Because they will mess you up. And this early in the game, with only 3 rags in a bundle, we're just not going to survive an explosion. So... I want to kind of quickly and quietly type thing, you know? Keeping my head on an absolute swivel because they could spawn anywhere. This freaking quad's got all its wheels. That is what the flip? That never happens. And an engine and a battery. This is good to go. If we can get some fuel in that, we can hop on that and we'll be bloody laughing. Rager alternator, pistol holster. I'll put it on. You can only hold a pistol in it, but you never know, you know? Looking for coffee, drinks, cheeky can of bubbles. It'll be alright. We'll be fine. Battery cables, melee weapon holster. That would be awesome if we could put anything in it. This little red square is going to stop us from putting this knife in there, which would have freed up that space. So if we had a sewing kit, we could fix it. But I'm going to put it on in case we can fix it later. Then that's a bit more space. Little cheeky spicy meat snack. Where's that just gone? Oh, there it is. I'm going to eat that straight away. Lovely stuff. We've got 1,000 calories coming in. Some good water. Beautiful. Beautiful. Search these boxes. Alright. Not really a lot to be taken from here, except for this freaking quad bike, which I'm going to remember is there. I absolutely am going to remember that that's there. Just a flare. Cheeky Ric Flair on the floor. On top of the pumps you'll sometimes find stuff as well. But nothing. Absolutely nothing, Clive. Alright. So, as I said, we're going to run towards the hospital and see what the flip is going on here. This is a pretty big POI. So it's going to be a bit Knowles Barkley down there. So we'll have a look. It might be a quick sort of in and out, because I do eventually want to end up in this town just here. To look through for some clothes and maybe a better backpack and all that kind of stuff. So, wish me luck. I'm going to run over there, and I will see you over there shortly, my friends. Okie doke. So we've come this far. From here, we're up here on this sort of main road. We cross the bridge, which is over there. With that being a river as well, you can drink from it. So if I was dying of thirst, I would have absolutely stopped there and got a beverage. But we're just about to meet the main road and the first lot of buildings from the hospital. The sort of main buildings up there behind that wall. So I'm going to make my way over this way. We'll loot these, see what we can find. Hopefully needle and thread, honestly. Oh, there's a pharmacy here. Let's go. Can we get in? Yes, we can. Let's check this pharmacy out. Walk in and press the tab. Vitamin pills. I'm just going to eat them all. Keep our bits up. Needle. Great stuff. Let's see. Okay, this is worth the sacrifice to hold the needle, because we do have this yellow and black screwdriver, 23 uses. So we'll get rid of the small red one. Another flipping needle, is it? That's tempting. That is tempting. Okay, I'll take it. I will take it. Right, anything else about... No, there's some boxes back here. I'll check these out. Bit of cash. Let's see. I'll drop a needle. We'll pick up cash instead. Okie dokie. Alright. Not a lot in the pharmacy, but we've got a needle. All we need now is thread. I think with the way that we're at, we need 10 uses of thread. So we'll see in here. I hear a puppet. Heard a couple cheeky footsteps. I think it's above. I think it's above. It might hear us looting. 20 bobby pins. You know, I'm actually wondering. This advanced lockpick. No, I'll tell you what. We can always make like a fire drill or something like that out of sticks. So I'm going to drop the lighter, pick up the bobby pins. Then we've got 20 extra lockpicks, which is great stuff. This is where you'll find like cookbooks and diaries for paper and stuff like that. This guy's heard us. He's going to come down the stairs down this way, or jump out the window like he just did. Did he? Sounded like he jumped out the window. Where is this clown? Oh, he's just there, look. That sure showed him, you guys. Snacks, coffee maybe? No. Okay, this is a toilet, more bookshelves. Okie dokie. Just going through quick, rapid loot. In these, you sort of find, like you saw before, bobby pins, padlocks, etc., etc. And in the bookshelves, you find like diaries, cookbooks, that kind of stuff. Backpack, beautiful. Look at the size of that. Right, let's move all this over. And we've got so much more room. Let's go. We could cut this into rags to have a few more rags on us. And I actually might. I'm gonna. Cut it over with this kitchen knife. Lovely stuff. If I uncraft these, we lose the rag strips, and you need the strips to tie it all together. So I'm just going to pick up the loose rags. So we've got 5 rags in total, which is great stuff. And if you've got your fists out, you're in like fighting stance. And if you press V, you just come out of fighting stance, and then your fists get out of the way. They can be a bit annoying. More rags. 10. Okay. That backpack is a lovely find. It really is. Search this desk. It would be really awesome to find some thread, honestly, but I don't have high hopes in this spot. Oh, waste bag. Come on. 4 more little spaces. Beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. Another lock. What I'm going to do is replace the iron with the silver. Because it's just better, you know. Pick up that screwdriver, why not? Moving on. These can be searched. I imagine it's just going to be more of the same. Duct tape will fix, like, construction rubber boots and stuff like that. Hazmat suits. It fixes those as well. It's also a quest item. So if you're planning on doing quests, I would pick up duct tape and stuff like that. Okay, moving on. Moving on. I know up the road here, there is... Where is it from us? Kind of in this direction. There's like a little house. I say little, it's not. It's not little. It's like up there somewhere. But this is another one of those buildings that we were just in. And... Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, let's go. Absolutely beautiful. We might find some meds in here. Cheeky disposable mask. What are they? Antibiotics. What a find. The hospital is great. It's absolutely great. Activated charcoal. If you accidentally eat mushrooms that are hallucinogenic, eat some charcoal. It'll counter that. But it sells for really well. So I want to keep that. I'm just going to kind of search all these boxes. See if there's any more juicy stuff we can find. This will protect you in the radiation zone. But currently, I would just sell it. More charcoal. Great stuff. We might not need to go up to the main hospital building if we keep this up. Emergency bando. Beautiful. A box of antibiotics as well. Damn. Jar of charcoal. That's going to be worth loads. Hospital shirt. No. More antis. More charcoal. Hospital pants we don't need. Yo, check us out. Is there more upstairs? Or is this the little offices? Can we not get in? Alrighty. Well, let's freaking go. That was beautiful. See, that says check on it, which means it's empty. If you press F, it shows you on the left there. 0% full. Great stuff. Right, we've got some meds. We've got a bando. We've got enough rags. I think we might actually move on. Try and get towards that town. Although I did want to check out... I think it's at the top of this hill, if I'm not mistaken. I really do. Let's have a little check up the road. So I know that there's like a little... I don't know how to describe it. It's like a house. It's like living quarters, you know? This is like some pharmacy area. I do think it's up there, but... Little workshop. Metal pipe. A decent weapon, but not great. Drill. Don't need. Just sort of clothes I'm looking for right now. Fishing reel. Nails. Isopropyl. 6 uses, not great. It does the same as whiskey. You can put it on infections and it fights the infection. But lockers, best place for clothes. You find a place with lockers, loot all the lockers if you're looking for clothes. Death Trap Mobile. I'm not a big fan of those. But there are some lockers in here I'm going to check. I would honestly rather run than be on a push bike. But that's just me. Put my shades on. Another screwdriver maybe. We'll take it. we will take it. Can't search that box. A few more boxes through here. It's all just going to be like bolts and nails and that kind of stuff. But you never know what you might find. Another screwy. Just going to take up space, so I'm going to leave it. Bolts. So as you can imagine... Oh, a little lockpick. Take that. Stuff like workshops and, you know, little... Where there's tools and shit, you find tools and shit. You know what I mean? You find nails and bolts and stuff. If you look in wardrobes, lockers, etc., you find clothes. And a little cheeky plug. My server, the Devil's Playground, I play 4 days a week on Twitch. We have custom loot. So I've moved some of the loot around so that it's a bit more logical, you know? I do want to keep this rope. I'll drop a screwdriver. So I've put like more clothes in the lockers and in the wardrobes and stuff like that, and I've moved stuff that shouldn't be there. I've moved it out, you know? Because you will often loot something and go, what the flip is that doing here? You know? Another backpack, same as ours, but red. I'll keep the green one. Some 9mm magnifying glass. Don't need any of that stuff right now. Cheeky speed loot. Empty bag and some paper. Cigs. These are good if you're on a server with exhaustion. Again, like in the playground, you can smoke a cigarette and it sorts you out for a bit with exhaustion. Another lockpick. Don't really have any space. Just on the off chance I find something that I can replace something with. I'm just having a little loot through here. But we are going to move on. Back down the stairs. And I'm going to go this way. And head towards the town out here. So, yeah. I'm going to do that. Have a little cheeky read. Oh, nice. So it used to be a castle. It was converted into a tuberculosis hospital. At the beginning of the 20th century. So let's freaking go. Damn, 1244. Look at that. Well old, this place. But yeah, you absolute legends. I'm going to run off to the relative safety of the bushes. Hopefully there's no bears or wolves. That'd be awful. And I'm going to freaking leave it there. You absolute diamonds. Look how badass we look now. We've got a firefighter pants on. It'd be nice to find a different shirt. We've got a military helmet, new backpack. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. And again, the supporter pack 1, I cannot give it enough praise. It's absolutely fantastic. You get a watch, so you can check what time it is in game. You have the chance to poop out an item on your first poo of the day. It's often food or drink, which is always helpful. You will get some weapon magazines and pineapples and, you know what I mean? I once pooed out a big purple dildo on stream, so that was hilarious. And as always, my friends, thank you so much for being here while I run around looting like a madman and trying my best to sort of take you through the Scum experience, you know what I mean? I really do hope that it's helpful, and I appreciate you being here. And also, shout out Jive. Thank you for coming over from the last lot of videos. It was lovely to see you on stream today. I really appreciate you being there, bro. And all links below. As always, thank you for being here, my friends. Stay safe. Happy scumming. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love, my friends.